Hey guys, Shalita here. Welcome back to my channel. So for today, we are doing the mid-year tag, mid-year book freakout, whatever term you want to use or feel comfortable with. I've heard both. I've heard the mid-year tag, I've heard the mid-year freakout. So here we are. A little housekeeping. If you like bookish content, if you like planner related things, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. All right, thanks. All right, so let's hop into it. So I have the questions pulled up here on my phone. So if y'all hear movement in the background, I got 2 teens at home, so bear with you, girl. All right, moving on. So our first question is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2024? So for me, the best book that I've read so far in 2024. Oh my God. Okay, this is embarrassing. Totally. Don't look at me. All right. This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This book is so phenomenal. I absolutely love this book. It is a romance, but it's not just about finding love. It's about self-love. So our main character, Soledad Barnes, she has a shitty husband and he does a shitty thing, and then she is basically left to pick up the pieces of her life, her daughter's lives, and she's kind of forced to dig deep and reinvent her life for herself and for her girls. And she finds love along the way, not just through a partner, but she learns to love herself again. So excellent book, rated at 5 stars. The best book so far, 2024. All right, next question. Let's see, what was the best sequel you've read so far in 2024? So the best sequel that I've read so far would be The Throne of Broken Gods by Amber V. Nicole. And it's part of her Gods and Monsters series, or Monsters and Gods series. So let me say this. Okay. So this one started off slow for me, and I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know, about 20, I think this book has like 90 something chapters. So for the first 23, I was like, it's kind of slow. I'm gonna rock with my girl. I'm gonna rock with her. But then it picked up and it was just phenomenal. There's literally one scene that definitely like had me like snot crying. So good. This book is a romantasy, adult for sure. But it follows Diana and Sam Keel. Sam Keel's God. Diana is an Igmorthan, which is basically like the arch enemy of a god. So we basically, like I said, it's a sequel. So we're just kind of like following their journey, from enemies to lovers. And yeah, excellent book. So I'm kind of like rolling through this because I've talked about these books in previous videos, so I'm trying not to spend so much time on them. A new release you haven't read yet but want to. So that would be The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I think this one came out in March of this year or February. March. I want to say March because I got it in March. So yeah, this one is a fantasy. I don't know if it's a romantasy. I don't know if there's a romantic component to it, but yeah, it was one of those like, oh, see it on social media. It sounds like a good time. So I talked about this one in I think my last video. So this one, I think the main character is Lucia Cotado, and she's like a scullery maid. This is a like a historical fantasy, and it is set I think kind of like in the Middle Ages. and it's in Spain. And yeah, so she's like a scullery maid for the, you know, the king and queen or whatever. And they discover she has powers. They try to exploit her. So sounds interesting. I don't know. I read a historical fiction at the beginning of the year, and it was so good. So definitely intrigued by this one. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Okay, so I will admit I am terrible at following like the new release schedules and stuff like that. So that is something that I do want to kind of like work on. Is knowing, hey, what's coming up. But there was a book that I did see on Goodreads that I don't know, it was like suggested to me. It's coming out in August, and it is called, where is it? The Girl with No Reflection. And this one almost sounds, it sounds like fantasy, but it also kind of sounds like horror. It sounds kind of creepy. So anyway, so this book, let's see, the main character doesn't give her a name. Anyway, so it says this young woman, she is set to be married to the crown prince. So she marries him. Turns out he's a douche. He's cold. He's indifferent. This is how they describe him in the book. And he keeps her like locked in her room. Doesn't give a reason why. Just keeps her locked away. So creepy stuff starts happening. She starts seeing stuff, strange things in her mirror. And there's also like all these rumors that he's had 7 other brides and they've all disappeared. 7. If you know, you know. 7 brides disappeared. You mean to tell me they didn't tell her this before she got married? But I'm assuming it's one of those cultures and things like that she didn't have choice. This sounds like an arranged marriage. But anyway, so like I said, she's seeing weird stuff in her mirror, and somehow she is transported into this mirror world. Okay, I mean, like they pretty much had me at, the 7 brides was missing, strange things, seeing strange things in the mirror. And let's see. Oh yes, and apparently this alternate world, this mirror world that she stumbles upon has a enigmatic mirror prince. So, sounds good, right? It's giving. So I guess it sounds like a romantasy. It's giving a little bit of like The Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe for adults. All right, so that sounds good. Like I said, it comes out, looks like August 6th is the release date for it. What was your biggest disappointment? My biggest disappointment. Luca by Gray Huffington. And here's why. I mean, I feel like Black Book Talk, everybody hyped this book up. And I was like, oh man, this is about to be a banger. And reading is subjective. But oh my God, I struggled. I struggled with this. It was, so I guess it's supposed to have like a touch her and you die type vibe, and maybe even a little bit of love at first sight, but I couldn't grasp it. Like there's a scene where he's like pumping the gas and he's staring at her intently, and I'm like, I'm sorry, if someone I just met made that kind of eye contact with me, like I'd probably be afraid for my life. Just the way they described it. I mean, that man sounded like Predator. I don't know. I don't know. And then there's a scene where he relieves himself in the shower. Look, my kids are home, so I'm trying to, use nice terminology. He relieved himself in the shower, and it didn't need to be described in the way it was. Like, it didn't need it. For me, it didn't need it. I didn't need to see that. But it just didn't It just didn't. I was like, where's this coming from? How? Yeah. Anyway, it didn't work for me. It disappointed me. Another disappointment for me was I guess I didn't ask for more than one. You asked for one, but I'm gonna give you more. The Black Summer Island series by Lauren Lacey. There wasn't enough dialogue in it. There was sex thrown in at times when it just didn't need it. So yeah, those are the disappointments for me so far this year. Biggest surprise. What was the biggest surprise for me? The reread of Children of Blood and Bone and Anguish and Anarchy. I did not anticipate that being so damn good again. Like, I didn't think it would rock me the way that it did. But it did. Like, I knew they were gonna still be good, but I didn't know that they were gonna feel... I know it was gonna feel like like reading it for the first time all over again. It was so intense. It was so good, both of them. And they made me cry all over again. All over again. So good. All right, number 7, favorite new author. Favorite new author is definitely, like, hands down, Miss Kennedy Ryan. This woman knows how to write romance. She knows how to write characters and storylines that are so relatable that you feel such empathy for these characters. You feel like a bond to them because, like, this is stuff that real people go through. You know, real people deal with grief. Real people, you know, deal with, you know, miscarriages, divorce, infidelity. You know, real people deal with these things. These are real life issues. And it's just such good reads. Honestly, love her writing. All right, so next question. Number 8, newest fictional crush. So, it's funny, I'm talking about my new book boyfriend and my real man just came in the house. Anyway, so newest fictional crush has to be my guy Jake from How to Fail at Flirting. He is just so stinking. I love a funny man, okay? I love a funny man. And he is just so... I mean, he's smitten with Naya, first and foremost. But he's funny. He's adorable. And he's a very giving man. If you know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Naya has no cause for complaints. Okay, let me just say that. But yeah, I just love him. I love his humor. He's corny but cute. So, Jake, How to Fail at Flirting. If you love a funny man, read this. All right, next. So, newest favorite character. So, number 9, newest favorite character. Newest favorite character for me is definitely Miss Diana from the book Azrael, book of A Throne of Broken Gods. Diana from A Throne of Broken Gods. She's from the Monsters and Gods series or Gods and Monsters series. But yes, love her. That's my homegirl. Diana is a morally gray character. She is a total baddie. She's a badass. She goes hard for the one she loves. Let me just say that she will eat you alive. She will eat you up for hers. Okay? Number 10, book that made you cry. Honey, I've been crying from January through June. So, probably almost all of them. But I think the book with the scene that, like, really destroyed me the most was this book right here. Heart of a Sun Warrior by Sue Lynn Tan. There is a scene in this book that absolutely destroyed me. Just didn't see it coming. It destroyed me. Okay, death scene. She kills somebody, you know. She kills an innocent. She kills an innocent. Like, this person was innocent. Oh God, it destroyed me. It really did. I was not okay after that. A book that made you happy. Once again, How to Fail at Flirting. How to Fail at Flirting. I don't think that I had smiled so much reading a book as this book. This book just brought me so much joy. It is such a good read. I'm telling you. Go read this. If you've never read this, go read this. It is so good. If you were a romance reader, go read this. So good. Number 12, most beautiful book you bought so far this year or received. This one was kind of tough, but like Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. I'm not sure who the artwork is by. Oh wait, it's on the back. So the let's see, cover design by Jian Marina. Cover illustration by Curry Huang. I love this. It is such a beautiful cover. And there's a lot of like floral elements on here, which in the book, you know, you get a lot of references or, you know, a lot of mentionings of like flowers and things like that. It seemed to play an important role in the book, and it's just so poetic and beautiful. But yeah, I love this. I love this cover. You can see that. Good, right? All right. We are moving along. Let's see. Oh, we are literally moving along. Okay. And the final question. What books do you need to read? What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Are y'all coming for me? What kind of question is this? What kind of books do you need to read? Pretty much everything that I was supposed to read like last year, the year before that. I have a backlog of Audible books and physical books that I need to read by the end of the year. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not necessarily, there are so many books out there. I got books on the shelf right now too. But like, how can you read books that you put on your list like 2 years ago when authors just keep, you know, putting out such amazing work? But I will say 2 books off the top of my head are Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and then Michelle Obama's first book, Becoming. So those are definitely 2 books that I need to read by the end of the year. Just because, I mean, they've had them on my shelf for a couple years now, and I got halfway through Year of Yet. No, I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I don't even know if I got halfway through with it. But I did. I started it years ago, and at this point, I'm gonna have to restart it. But yeah, so backlog of audio books and those 2 physical books. All right, well that's it, guys. That is my mid-year tag, mid-year book freak out video. So I will put the questions in the comment box. So if you want to copy and paste those and use those in your own video, have at it. But if you made it to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate you, seriously. Please remember, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, bye.